So someone there is making a different kind of food. That one there is doing the takoyaki. He's doing okonomiyaki and yakisoba. So this video is about the Sachiko's Little Tokyo. I'm driving here in Barangay Malubog. This is the barangay next to Busay, because I got several requests from my viewers and subscribers to cover up the locals wants to see me visit the little Kyoto here in Cebu City. And this is the location of the little Kyoto. It's located in Malubog, Barangay Malubog, Cebu City, which is next to Busay. So I'm driving there now. As you see that we are so little parks, like little theme parks are very popular here. As you can, I think you have already heard about the Little Amsterdam Sirao Gardens, and now the new one is Little Kyoto, Sachiko's Little Kyoto here in Barangay Malubog. So I'll go there and let you have a glimpse of what it is, and so you will have an idea next time you come around here in Cebu City of all the parks, the new ones that you can visit. Actually, the place is located, this is now Babaguan, Barangay Babaguan. So it's not actually Malubog, but if you search on it, you'll be passing through Malubog, but the area of the park is located in Barangay Babaguan. So you'll be passing back by the Ayers Lechon restaurant here. So when you arrive here in LKB gas station, you have to turn left. Here. So you don't follow the Trans Central Highway. It's not the easiest one to find if you are following the Google Maps, but you need to ask the locals, because you can go up the hill from LKB gas station here in Babaguan, and you follow this little trail of road. So you can see that it's only tiny rural road going up the hill. I just turned off, then I'll take you there. So after a long time to find this, there it is, the little Kyoto here on the hills of Babaguan. Asa ba parking ka?
Langanin naman speakers, no? Hindi, langanin dahi. Singhagbong.
Agyat. So parking is the problem here because they have no designated parking area. And look at that, how it parks. I finally found the place, the new garden center here called the Sachiko's Little Kyoto. This is in answer to the Sirao Gardens, which is, they call themselves the Little Amsterdam of Cebu. This one is called the Sachiko's Little Kyoto. So I have noticed that they are trying to copy some of the scenes that you can see in Kyoto. I have been there myself in Kyoto, so let's see what we can find here. So these are the opening hours. Shachiko's Little Kyoto is only open Tuesday to Sunday, 12 noon to 8 p.m. So we have to go in. So it's not the easiest place to find. I have been going around. So like I said, going to the Trans Central Highway, you see the LKB gas station. You take a left turn just a little further from the LKB gas station. So these are the menus, because they have some kiosks here where there's strawberry shake, chocolate shake, and matcha shake. Mag-signing pa diha. Yeah. Okay. So anything new, people will always go, but it's quite hard to find because it's like secluded away from the main road. So you have two choices to come by Temple of Leia, because the little road behind the Temple of Leia, you follow that, it will take you here. They call it the RCPI, the locals call it the RCPI, but I went through the LTB way. So the entrance is 60. There is no for children because children are not allowed to come. They're not allowed to get out of their homes, so they're not allowed to come here in any parks or malls here in Cebu City. So while you're going around looking at the view of taking pictures of yourself, you can also have a choice of eating here. Of course, it's Kyoto, so they serve Japanese food. So there, the shoyu ramen, tonkotsu ramen, tantan ramen. You can see the price. Shoyu ramen $260, tonkotsu ramen $299, tantan men $299, maki sachu $220, maki California, those are the sushis, are $220 for 6 pieces. Gyoza $150, tempura mix $190, yakisoba pork ebi $150, okonomiyaki $150, takoyaki $100, teriyaki beef $210, teriyaki pork, karage. So you can see the prices there of what's available. You can also have their brewed coffees, a Chico Classic with Pearl, Japanese green tea, Tower Wood Fare, bottled water. So it's quite convenient actually, and also in keeping with the theme of the whole place, which is a Japanese style garden. I've been to Kyoto, I've been to Tokyo, I've been to most places here in Japan. So so this is where you order your food and drinks, and that's the rule. And then you just go around where you dine, usually in the Cafe Nara or those huts. So this is the famous Tori walkway in Kyoto. Oh, it is Tori, a traditional gate most commonly found at the entrance of or within a Shinto shrine, where it symbolically marks a transition from the mundane to the sacred. I know the name before I even see it, but no, it's Tori. I've seen this in Kyoto myself. So those are the pagoda, Kyoto trees, Moiwa, Lime Buddha, Cafe Nara, and Hachiko. So they are following the Tori, the red gates. So this is the famous Hachiko dog. The name's Hachiko. I think there's a film about this dog with his loyalty to his owner. In fact, in Japan, there's an actual station where Hachiko used to walk. I've seen that there and wait for his master. They also put a statue there of Hachiko in the actual train station where he used to wait for his master. There, this is the writing. Hachiko was a Japanese Akita dog remembered for his remarkable loyalty to his owner, Hisadeburo Yano Ueno, for whom he continued to wait over 9 years following Ueno's death. So Hachiko, like the film portray, has been waiting for his masters for 9 years, even though he's already passed away. So this is the view that you can see from here. And the penchant of the Filipinos for selfies, of course. This is gonna be a little park that most people can visit. Sige. That's the Cafe Nara, where you eat and dine in. You order, and there you go. Because you know, when there's something new, it's usually, especially the youngster, come over and flock for their selfies and Instagram photos. So you can see it's not even finished yet. But I think because people has been so used up to the Sirao Gardens now, they want to have a little something different. Although there's a lot in Balamban area, but this one is within the city. It's not easy to find. Like I said, behind the Temple of Leia, you follow the road and it will take you here. So it's gonna be up and down, like going uphill, going to a valley, going uphill, going to a valley. But you will soon reach it here. They don't have proper signage where they are yet. Okay. So, the concept is little kiosks, food kiosks, tempura, karage, takoyaki, teriyaki. You can see there's little kiosks there that the food is being served, the food is being cooked, and you can dine in around the area because they provide tables and chairs, as you can see there. Ana day lutoon dong? Ani ato ta order dito. Ah. So, like I said, they cook there and you pay there in the front where you pay near the entrance fee payment. Entrance is 60 pesos per adult. I'll go on the top first so we can see the whole place. So you can see they're still developing, they're still landscaping. So it's not really perfect yet. And also the problem is parking. So I'll just cross over here. So there's another shop that I see in Lahug area that's also having a miniature replica of the Torii gate of a temple. That's for their YouTube channel.
Ako nalibog sa Steve. Gawain ko na yung gawain yung Steve. Atay. Saya wala ko.
And there you can see they have a little replica of the lying Buddha. So next time I go to Japan, I'll go to Osaka and Kyoto again, because the Kyoto is like the ancient city of Japan, and it's got a lot of history there, and all the golden temple is there. So they're flying their drone. It's amazing view here. So I suggested to their suggestion box, or even tell the manager, that you need to have signage on the road, because it's now like a craze about this little Kyoto. Much hype in the Facebook pages of the youngsters, and so, but the direction and where you find it is not so clear in Google. And for me, it's easier for to describe that if you're going to the Temple of Leia, which is a landmark, you just follow that road, that little road forward. You don't have to stop in the Temple of Leia. Just follow the road and you go in the end. I myself went by the LKB station. A little further from that, LKB station can be found on the Trans Central Highway. A little further, there's a right turn, and that will take you here. You just follow that little road as well. It's less traffic that way, because the road is very narrow around here. It's about 4 meters wide only. So I'll get down there now. So I will taste some of the Japanese food that they offer here for sale and for you to dine to eat around. So I can tell you what it tastes like, you know, because I'm a fan of Japanese food and I have no some of the poor copying type of ramens and all that. So let's see when I have order mine. What? Get it kung go 60 pesos and then you can dine in. I think it's what are you maintaining is just the garden, so it's quite a good business around.
Is that my sister?
So a replica of the Lion Buddha says there depicts the Buddha in his last earthly moments awaiting the journey to Nirvana after achieving enlightenment. And then you may opt to light an incense as offering to Buddha to invoke a prayer or thanksgiving. So that's the end of the boundary. There, he's making yakisoba. Hello, ga. So someone there is making a different kind of food. That one there is doing the takoyaki. He's doing okonomiyaki and yakisoba. Quite good little concept though, that it's a restaurant but better be spreading out into like a garden, so you have the garden entrance and you have the restaurant take in as well. Hello ga, thank you. So these plants here are called mayana. They are very colorful and you have to keep trimming them because they don't look nice when they're taller. This is the tempura and karage station. So someone here wants to buy some food, but you have to, they were told to pay there on the front where you pay the entrance. So I'll order some. so I could give you my review on what it tastes like here, food wise. So I'm going back to the Torii Gate to order my food. So that's the restrooms over there on those area. Got a few there. And this is the ticket booth, aka also ordering booth. So I have ordered teriyaki rice pork toppings and ramen shoyo. So what will happen is I'll give these coupons to the kiosk that's making the ramen, the teriyaki. So I'll have to go to 2 kiosks, and then the bottled water that I ordered will be taken from Kapinara. So you go around, find those little kiosks of your order, and they'll make it to you fresh as you order. So you're gonna have to wait for a few minutes for them to cook it. So that's how their concept is styled here. So Kapinara for the drinks, and the kiosk booth, food kiosk booth, is where you put your coupons to be cooked. Ouch. So I'm going here to the teriyaki booth and the ramen booth. Teriyaki's there. Asa ang ramen? Nara? Sa Nara?
Yes, ma'am.
Ah, sige. Okay. So, you're gonna have a lot of exercise going up and down around here. So, this garden is actually owned by Sachi, the Japanese restaurant, and there's a branch in Ayala and Kabangkalan. So that's why I'm familiar with the way they present their Japanese food. It's the same picture that you can see in Sachi. So I've ordered a few, just a ramen soup and a pork teriyaki. And there you go. It's quite good concept actually. Instead of just opening a restaurant, you open a park where they pay the entrance and they order food. Very good. So a lot of people would rather dine here than just go in a mall, but of course, like, they have no disabled ramp yet. Maybe they will in the future, but you can still do a wheelchair here passing through the Torii Gate. You can see that it's all flattened out there. There's no steps, and then you can just go here in the restaurant. But so far there's still a few steps, but I think they will just make a ramp later on because they are still developing. So I could see that there's a parking problem over there now. There's a lot of people coming here now. Perhaps they want to go earlier, but it's not the easiest one to find yet. And you have to walk all those narrow steps to get your food. It's a good exercise as well. So from the Cafe Nara, I have to climb up here back to the teriyaki booth to pick up my order of teriyaki pork that's being cooked here. Until what time? 8 p.m. So they're open from 12 noon to 8 p.m. So that's my teriyaki pork order. And I'll have to taste what it tastes like. So you get the spring onions, the vegetables, which are the bean sprouts, and the Japanese rice. It's so mucky today, it's so hot. Just tastes like normal teriyaki that I make at home. So I got my order of the soyo ramen. It comes like this, covered with plastic, and there's the ramen itself. So you're given a chopstick, you got 2 eggs, and a piece of pork, and you just take the chopsticks open, and then you have to there. Not my favorite, but you know, it's livable. Not as bad as the other one that I have reviewed on the mall, Japanese fast food, but this one is not. It's not that. I'll rate that one for like 6, and this one, the beef pork teriyaki, 5. So yeah, it's livable, like I said. Not your real authentic Japanese. No, I find that in Yoshoken. So this is what I had. And it's getting darker because it's a rainy season again. August is typhoon season here in the Philippines. So you can see that the lamps are lit up now. But a few more people are coming in. That's why I see that there is a parking problem. So there you are. That is the Little Tokyo Gardens here in Babagwan. So that's the Hachiko. So that house is just where the workers stay in. That's their quarters. I'm just gonna hop to see and use the restrooms. So these are the quarters for the workers around here. And here is the comfort rooms. I'm going back down now to the Trans Central Highway. You can see that this is not the easiest to find. The little Tokyo. That road is very narrow. And look, if you meet something here, you're gonna have to slow down so much because there's a lot of curbs. So they need the mass media to advertise this place. It's so far from the main road. So I will be down to the Trans Central Highway when I get off from here. But look at the view that you got there. The mountain view.